all here now. Okay, thank you. All of us all are here now, but I see Siti Hayatun from Indonesia, of course, there. I see also Wan Nur Adlina. I'm not going to spill the information about the country because I'm going to introduce them in a very soon moment. I think we get also Ms. Sima somewhere and Ms. Najwa Laiha as well. And Ms. Najwa Laiha has actually revealed the country, so we got to know, her earlier. So Miss Najwa Laila is from Thailand. First of all, I would like to welcome everyone. We got 32 participants who are in our Zoom meeting today. Welcome everyone to the EIN Kendari International Students Talk 2022 episode 2. Today's topic, we are going to talk about what education for. I think it's been in our e-flyer, and probably some of you have already got some information, got some background knowledge about what is the importance of education, what is the issues related education at the moment. And you can definitely share your thoughts. You can definitely ask a question through our chat box. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, definitely you can write your question on our YouTube live. Some people definitely over there behind the screen are going to forward the questions for us, and we'll definitely talk about that. So if, for example, have a question before the talk or after the talk, or probably during the talk, definitely you are going to be very welcome to share and also ask your question. If you want to also introduce yourself, because I think we are not only the participants today are not only coming from Indonesia. If you want to know, introduce yourself and also get to know other participants, you can also introduce your name and write something polite, of course, in our chat box, and probably we can get to know each other. Yeah. First of all, I want to introduce my name, myself. Of course, I'm Kurniawan. You can call me Wawan, and I'm going to be your moderator today. I'm going to lead the conversation, the talk today. You actually saw a different person in the previous episode, and every episode, definitely we are going to have a new moderator. And for today, I'm going to lead this conversation today. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to start the talk today. Yeah. Let me share my screen first. Yep. Is it visible? Is it visible? I just want to check to everyone if it's visible. Okay, great. Welcome to International again, Students Talk, episode 2, what is education for? This is the topic of our talk today, and I really hope that, because education is very, universal, and, everyone I think has been exposed also with the effect of education. If, for example, you have a question, feel free to also ask the question. Start from now. If, for example, you have a question, we definitely can ask the question to all of the speakers today. I think all the speakers also are quite expert, yeah, in the area of education, because of course they are students. They are, in education sector. Probably they have like a different kind of like opinion, or, for example, information regarding the education. Well, without further ado, I'm gonna introduce our speakers today. First of all, we have Ms. Najwa Laiha. Would you mind to pin her in our big picture, if you don't mind? Ms. Najwa Laiha is from Yala Rajabat University. She has become the head of Engguide Club at Tamfitya Mulniti School and staff at Foreign Language Department as Tamfitya Academic Fair in 2019. Please welcome Ms. Najwa Laiha, everyone.
Yes, สวัสดีค่ะ My name's Najwa Aleha. I'm a freshman at Yala Rajapat University from Thailand. Thank you to making me to be here. I'm very honored. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Najwa Laiha. We are very also honored to get you as our speaker today. Yeah. Thank you very much. And the second speaker, we got Ms. Wan Nur Adlina. Please pin her in our Zoom as well. Ms. Wan Nur Adlina is a student from University College of Yayasan Pahang. She is the EXO of Students Mobility and Community Outreach in University College of Yayasan Pahang Student Representative Council and has been actively participating in cultural performances, including a royal event. Please welcome Ms. Wan Nur Adlina.
Hai,
Hai.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa
My
kabar?
kabar baik.
Kabar baik ya.
My name is Wanur Adlina. I'm from University College of Yayasan Pahang. I'm a student there. And I want to say thank you for inviting me, and I'm very honored to be here.
Sure. Terima kasih banyak. Miss, how do I address you?
You can call
Later?
me Adlina.
Adlina. Okay. So thank you very much, Adlina. Next up, we have, thank you very much. Next up, we have Selma Lamrowi. I think Miss Selma Lamrowi has a little bit problem at the moment. So we are going to continue our talk. But, you know, if, for example, she is here, you know, during our talk, probably we are going to, you know, talk also and also discuss with Ms. Selma Lamrowi. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this part and we will move to the fourth speakers for today, Ms. Shima Sarma. Is that true? From William Carey University, India. Please welcome Ms. Sima Sharma. I'm sorry. All right. Would you mind to pin Ms. Sima Sharma? I think it's a little bit tricky to pronounce. Yeah, I apologize if it's. Is it true? Is it Sima Sharma? Hi. You're mute. I think you're mute, Ms. Sima. Did I pronounce it correctly? I think you're still in mute. Mode, Ms. Sima. Would you mind to unmute your?
Seema Sharma. My
Right.
name is Seema Sharma.
Seema Sharma, right? I got it right. Okay, Ms. Seema
Hello,
Sharma.
hello, Pak.
Hello.
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Okay, Ms. Shima Sarma is from William Carey University, India. She speaks Hindi, English, and also Bahasa Indonesia. Wow, 3 languages. She is looking for an opportunity to utilize her skills in an organization. Please welcome Ms. Shima Sharma from India.
Thank you, Mas.
Kya
Thank
hal
you,
hai?
Pak. Thank you, Pak.
Yes, terima kasih sama-sama. All right. Now we are going to move to the next speaker. We have Ms. Sohila Esmat. I'm not really sure if Ms. Sohila. Oh, Ms. Sohila has been here, yeah. Ms. Sohila Esmat from Egypt, and now she's currently studying in Universitas Negeri Malang, yeah, in Malang, Indonesia. She received her bachelor degree from Al Azhar University, Faculty of Islamic and Arabic Studies. She has worked as the account manager at Iqra Online Head Office in United States. Wow, please welcome Ms. Sohila. Hi, Ms. Sohila. Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Yes, great to see you here. Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
to-
Ms. Sohila was actually going to be a participant in the previous episode, but you know, due to some problem, and definitely today she is with us. Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Let's move to the last participant today, last speaker, Ms. Siti Hayatun Nufus from State Islamic Institute of Kendari. Please cheer for her. She is active in many campus activities, especially in her vocational work and volunteering activities, which focus on teaching and learning development. All right, without further ado, please welcome Ms. Siti Hayatun Nufus.
Hello everyone, it's really nice to have some conversation with you this afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Sure, she's just next to me.
I'm in front of you.
Okay, would you mind to, right, thank you very much, great. I'm going to also go with the flows of our agenda today, the flows of our event. The first thing that we are going to this introduction, I've actually shared, you know, some of the introduction of the speakers today, and I'm going to also share about the rundown of the event, which what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing now. Things that we are going to do next, we are going to do students talk. This is the main event of the talk. We are going to have some impromptu questions. I think about 3 to 5 questions. But for example, if the participants of this you know, Zoom meeting has a question to or two question, you definitely can send your question, and we can use that question as one of the impromptu question today. Yeah. All right. The second thing that we are going to do in our student talk is we are going to have 30 seconds closing statement. For all of the speaker, you are going to give your closing statement regarding to the topic today, of course. Oh, it's only 30 seconds. I believe that you can do that, even though it's very impromptu. And after that, we are going to our Q&A session where the participants either from the Zoom and also live YouTube are going to send the question to you, and we're going to answer the question. Yeah. And we are going to do the closing, of course, probably a little bit reflection, what you got from the from today's event, and also last but not least, we love photo. Of course, we are going to do a photo session for you today. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, let's start our International Students Talk episode 2. What is education for? The first question is, when you were a kid, this is very basic, yeah, but I really want to know your opinion about this. When you were a kid, had you ever wondered the reason why you needed to wake up in the early morning and get ready to go to school? Of course, like you went to school, with the preparation of your mom or your father, and also you probably went by bus, or for example, you walked to the school. But I really want to know what is actually the value that you got from that activity when you were a kid. Yeah, I will give the first question to Adlina. Yeah, do you mind if you go first, Adlina?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yes.
So like when I was a kid, I think I as a kid I didn't really wonder like the reason why I needed to wake up. I just
True.
because I was really small and I didn't really think much about it. But sometimes I do feel like I don't want to get up and go to school because as a kid, of course, I wanted to stay home and play around and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never really like wondered the reason why I needed to wake up, but I did have feelings of not wanting to go.
What about now? Have you found like the reason why you need to, wake up early in the morning and, get ready for school, had breakfast in the morning? Have you, finally found the answer why
Uh,
to have that routine every day?
Well, to be honest, I'm still searching for the answer, but I'm not really like lazy to get up anymore. Well, of course, sometimes we do get a little bit lazy to get up in the morning for
True.
classes and stuff, but I do realize now that it is important for me to go to classes and
Mhm.
get my degree.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah,
It's definitely for you and also for your future, right?
yeah,
Adlina, thank you
true.
very much. Great to hear from you. I really want to ask also the same question to Sohila. If you don't mind, please share your opinion regarding this question. Yeah, Ms. Sohila, Esmat, are you there? Yeah.
Yes.
It is the same question for you.
Okay. So actually, when I was a kid, I hate school. I really hate to go to school every morning because
Yeah.
actually we were waking up very early, and I was
Oh,
like, no, I really want to sleep. But
true.
after that, when I got older, I just like it because I really love money, and
Mhm.
I really love education. So both of
Yes.
them, I have to go to school.
Right.
So no, after that, alhamdulillah, I started to like school.
Do you think, waking up in the morning, go to school, get had a breakfast in the morning, brings you to, a very good routine in the future? Like now you understand that it is very important for you in a professional field or something like that.
Okay, actually, lately,
Mhm.
when I'm here in Indonesia, I
Yeah.
used to wake up early by Fajr, and
Uh-huh.
after that, I have to pray, and after
Right.
that, I will have to take breakfast, and after that, I will have to wear like my clothes
Mhm. I think it's the signal probably. We are gonna wait a little bit more, and after that,
early as normal person.
true. Right. I agree. Like that's definitely become a value that you bring now. Yeah. Thank you very
Yeah,
much, Sohila. Now we are going
welcome.
to move to the next speaker, Najwa. What do you think about this? I mean, you're still young, but have you found, a value of, education, the routine of like going to school in the morning?
Yeah, I always thought about it when I was kid.
Mhm.
Like, why do I have to dress up for
Right.
school? Why do I have to get early in the morning? Yeah, because I want to sleep more.
Exactly.
Yeah, and one of the reason that is my mom, my parents they have to work, so I don't want to live alone at home.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also like I didn't know. Yeah, for that moment, I didn't know like why I studied for. Yeah,
Right.
when I was kid, I didn't know about that at all.
Mhm. What about now? You said you mentioned earlier that you were a little bit lazy, to go to school in the morning in the past. But what about now? Has it shaped you to be a very disciplined person? Wake up in the morning, have breakfast and something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
It was like change for me that I think education is important.
Hmm.
Yeah, for now I believe about that, and I know that education is very important and will like for our future. Yeah, I know more about that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, great that like finally found the answer. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Najwa. I really appreciate it. We'll move to the next speaker. I really want to know your opinion. Siha, what do you think about this?
Well, okay. I think we all have the same feeling when we are kids. We don't want to go to school. Like, why we need to wake up really early in the morning while we still want to cuddle with our bed, right? But then, by time I realized now I'm in university. I know that starting from my routinity when I was kid, I know how to organize my schedule starting from the morning, how to uh, get a breakfast, and then after that, get a shower and the other. I realized that now all of the thing that I do when I was a kid can bring like some benefit for me when I was in university right now.
It's like a training, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like a
think so.
training in a very early age. Now you are probably graduated from that training.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Sia. All right.
Yes.
Now let's move on to the last speaker today, Sima. Sima, what do you think about this? The same question goes to you. What is the purpose of like getting early in the morning and also got ready to go to school?
Hello, Parth.
Hello, hello.
When I was children, as a little student, I was not interested in go to school because I feel sleepy in morning time.
I
So
think it is for everyone. Yeah.
I don't like, I was that time, I don't like going to school. But
Mhm.
I feel pandemic time, children are very happy and good in pandemic time because they were not to go to school that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel this time where my time is past time.
True, true, true.
So
How do you feel about
um,
it
I,
now, Sima? Do you think that it's really useful? The practice that you've done many, many times, when you were a kid, it paid off. Now you are okay, to get up in the morning. You're okay, to make breakfast for yourself. How do you feel about that?
student life is very good because every mom convey children's that get up early morning and go to school, but children don't follow these rules
Yeah.
because children were very lazy that time. Students actually students little students children's
Hmm.
not knows that importance of education and go to school there.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Will
so
you
I would
teach?
I would
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
would like to say every student and mom, and that's it. That time is very good for
Hmm.
students. That moment go to school and meet children, meet friends, meet new teachers and teachers.
True, 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 true. Please share, the value also to the other kids over there that, it is very important to do that in the morning, even though probably for now they are still, lazy and also afraid that this is going to be useless thing in the future, but it is going to be very useful thing, yeah, that you're going to have for your future life. Thank you very much, Sima. Let's move on to the next question. If, for example, that's a very, light question, I will go with a little bit, what we call it, philosophical question for you. In your opinion, what is the fundamental task of education? Do you think the fundamental task is to teach kids, for example, to socialize with others, to learn about, professional life that they're going to have in the future? Or what is the fundamental task of education in your own opinion? I will start this question with Siha. Do you mind?
Well, okay, thank you very much for the question. I think the fundamental task of education is, we know if you want to know what is the really mean of education, we will never find the clear explanation about it. Each people have their own opinion about what is education for, and then what is the fundamental task of education. But for me, the fundamental task of education is how we, as a teacher, can give some material or some learning process to student, and then by that they can like socialize with each other in the in out of the school, and then it's not just like they know about some material like physics, math or like language, but then they can have both, like they know about the material in school, and then they know how to socialize with each other out of the school.
Well said, Siha. Thank you very much. It is true that, it can be like a very good, what we call it, preparation for every child, when they are growing up and, socialize with other people when they are graduated from high school or, for example, from higher education. Thank you very much. We'll move to Najwa. Najwa, what do you think about this? What is the fundamental task of education in your own opinion?
Okay, for me, I'm gonna go with the basic one,
Yeah,
like
sure.
simplest one. That
Basic is
is,
the best.
yeah, that is human put their information in their brain to have the knowledge on their own, and they know how to like understand how to act with the others, or like social society environment, or even the planet and a big wide world. Yeah, and these are all based or like fundamental on like education.
Awesome. I agree with you. That's very awesome. That's the basic thing, and I think every teacher, every staff, every part of school and also higher education needs to think about this, right? Very good, Najwa. Thank you very much. Adlina, what do you think about this? What is the fundamental task of education? Adlina, are you there? All right. If it's probably not yet, I will move to Sohila. Sohila, what do you think about this? Sohila, can you hear me?
Okay, actually, I'm having a trouble kind of with my internet.
That's okay.
So I'm really sorry about that.
Uh-huh. Do you want me to repeat the question for you?
No, I already read it.
All right.
So actually, I think the fundamental task of education is to give as much as information as the government could to the child or to the everyone, to everyone in this planet. Actually,
Yeah.
why I think as long as you are well educated and you understand more and you know more, so this means that the society will be more and there is no like conflicts and a lot of stuff. So
Well said. That's very true. I definitely agree with your own opinion, Sohila. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. Adlina, what do you think about this? If you are available over there, great. You are there.
Sorry, my internet got disconnected just
You
now.
know, it's technical problem always happen in our online life. Okay, what is your opinion about what is the fundamental task of education in your opinion,
I
Adelina?
think the most important thing when it comes to education is your effort. Like you really have to work for it and put your everything in it, because if you don't have any effort to get the education, there won't be any good results to it. Yeah,
True, true, true.
that is my opinion.
Right, I agree with you. But one, I mean, education is really big. You know, everyone, I think every parents, if not like every, most of the parents are, you know, they believe with education. They believe in the power of education. Why do you think we need an education then? What is something that they play in our life? You know, it's an additional question for you. Yeah, I think you are mute, Adelina. Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think it's really important because when you have education, you have like a lot of advantages, and you get a lot of advantages in life. For example, it's easier for you to get jobs.
Right.
It's easier for you to earn money for the future.
True.
It's easier for you to enter like good colleges, good universities. So I think that's why it's very important for us.
True, true. And at the end of like the day is also like good for your future life to, you know,
Yes.
to gain life, to get money, for example. You know, something that probably most of people are also like thinking about. Okay, Sima, what do you think about this? What is the fundamental task of education in your opinion?
Yes, Master. Sorry, Park.
Well, you can call
I'm
me.
sorry.
Sorry, sure.
I'm sorry. I would like to say that education is the most important for children and any age group or person. I think someone education is this type of impact that we follow, which is in for rules made by government, laws and respecting follows and rules.
True, true, true. All right.
And that we are able to shape and better our society by education.
Yeah, is that it? Take your time. I'm really, I really, it's very interesting because you talk about, shaping society. And I think that's also like the role of education, shaping the society, educate like everyone. So then we can have like a better society day by day. That is very true. I agree with you. Yeah.
I think someone go with the education by getting a job and good marks, but someone go with education get a good knowledge.
Right.
So these are parts of fundamental rights.
I agree with you. They will also like, get knowledge and probably, many experiences, people all around the world, probably not only in their country, but also people from all around the world.
By education, we get knowledge of whole world, society, countries, states.
True. And world in general.
Yes.
Agree. Thank you very much. Well, I just want to thank you very much, Mbak Sima. I'll just want to remind to everyone, if, for example, you have a question, you can definitely ask the question in our chat box in Zoom. And also, if, for example, you are watching it live from our YouTube, IAIN Kendari, you definitely can ask a question over there. We are going to forward the question here and ask the question for you. Yeah. All right, let's move on. This is also like a very tricky question that, everyone is probably questioning at the moment, because there are many successful business people, they didn't get like a very good education, or they didn't like pursue the higher education, but still they can be like a very successful businessman. I really want to know from your own opinion, can a person become successful without education? So do you think they can be successful without education? Najwa, you are nodding. I will ask you first. What do you think about this?
Okay, of course, for me, that was like impossible for me. Yeah, person to be successful without education, because lack of education is a lack of knowledge. Yeah, if you had no knowledge, like what would you do in life? Yeah, and
Okay.
you might say that we are garbage collection, like because they don't need like no need education needed. You might think so, but a garbage collection they was like more professional than that requires. The knowledge of garbage disposal, yeah, proper waste, like separation, all of that requires knowledge. Yeah, one thing that I can say, if you had knowledge, if you had education, it will give you more chance to succeed. Yeah, thank you.
Very well said, Najwa. Thank you very much. That's a very good, way to state that, well, people can be successful with education, but there are certain things that probably you out of it. Yeah. Thank you. I will go with Sohila now. Sohila, what do you think about this question? Can a person become successful without education?
Personally, I think yes, they can,
Mhm.
because actually there is a lot of examples for that, and it already happens that there is a lot of people there have no educational background and they already did it and make it, and actually they break a leg. So yes, but right now I think that the modern stuff tells you that you will only success if you are very well educated person, but this is not true. But if you are educated, this will make it easier. But
Right,
can
right.
you success? Yes, you can success without education.
True,
But
true,
will it make it easier? No, it will be hard, but you can.
true,
So
true.
this is what I think.
I agree 100%. That's a very good also opinion to share to contribute to the discussion that, even if, for example, well, it's just like one out of like 100,000, out of million probably that you can be successful with the education. But for example, if you have education, it will make your way easier to go there to be successful, right? It's very
Yes.
true. Thank you very much, Sohila. What do you think about this, Siha?
Well, okay, can a person be successful without education? But maybe I kind of agree with Ms. Sohila. Yes, of course, we can become a successful person even without an education, because we never know like other people's luck, or if you have creativity. In this era we have so many tools to become a successful if you have the creativity. But then if we educated, maybe we can see a simple difference between the people who is educated and not. Maybe it can be with the quality of the people that is educated or not. But if we ask that, do other people that do not have education can be a successful? Of course they can, but the quality is important, isn't it?
All right. It's very interesting because you mentioned about, quality, but I really want to know more about that. What kind of quality do you mean here, Sia?
Well, the quality we can see it in how they talk to each others, because with the education, we realize or not, our like consciousness about the other culture is developed by the education, so that I think that is that kind of quality that I want to mention about.
Okay, okay. I think we can also assume that you're talking about manner, yeah? Like how manner
Yeah.
people talk when, for example, they are educated. Very good, Siha. What do you think about this, Sima?
Yes,
Can a
Bob.
person become successful without education?
Uh, can a person become successful without education? Can be not right. Uh, can we say not right? Because I would like to say that a person get more knowledge and build confidence by education. Without education, not possible. This type of work. So
Mhm.
we can say education is most important weapons for human beings. Um, we can say show our good personality with education and talking way by education. And after educated person, I I will be educated. that after educated person should help the poor, needy, childhood care, like this people's categories, I think.
Right. Yeah, true,
So,
true.
so, so I can say education is most important, and without education, become a not successful, I
Wow.
think.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's also, I think that's also like give us a different side of like what we are talking. What is the question about? Yeah, very good.
Because
Sima.
because I want to get more education,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
bhasha, like
True,
English.
true,
That's why I help to needy and poor childhood,
mhm,
poor categories pupils.
true.
This is my dream.
Right, right. It's a
So
lifelong learning. Yeah, you'll definitely again learn and learn. You know, in your life along your life. Thank you very much, Sima. I really want to know your opinion, Adlina. What do you think about this?
Can a person become successful without education? I think you can and you cannot. I agree with
Mm,
both Ms. Najwa and Ms. Sohila's opinion, because just like what Ms. Sohila said, you can be successful without education, but with education, you get more opportunities, you get more advantages. Maybe you can work with a better company compared to a person who does not have education. And also, just like what Ms. Najwa said, even if you're working as a garbage collector, it's still knowledge, it's still education. So you can be successful with or without education, and it all depends on your effort also.
agree, agree. When we talk about possibilities, you know, is it possible? Of course, it's possible. You know, like hearing
Yes.
also your answer, it's. I hope that you know everyone also can get a very good point of view from Adlina. Thank you very much, Adlina. That's such a very good point of view from you, and also because you what we call it, you take also like the an opinion from Najwa and also Sohila. So it's actually
Yes.
very powerful. All right, let's go with before that, we have a question. Wow, from Adfish Takur, and I think there are another also question from Rizky. Before that, maybe we'll ask the question from Adfish Takur first before we go with our question with the fourth question. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I would like to add one more opinion related to this current topic. Someone who has educational, where is it? Educational background has more qualities such as the way they're thinking, leadership, management, and networking. Also, they will obviously learn the basic foundation for their business theoretically and practically. This is very true. I think it has been also like resumed by Adlina and also Najwa and also Sohila previously that definitely. And also, I think Siha also talked about this, that, for example, you're educated, you have, you know, a different side of you that is probably advanced, you know, in the way you're thinking, in the way you lead people and also manage people. I really agree. Thank you very much for also contributing to the discussion at Fish Korea. Very good. We are going to read Rizky's question after this probably. Let's go with the fourth question. The increasing number of tertiary education graduates create another huge problem, unemployment. Well, I think you feel it now that you know probably some of your students, some of the students when they graduated, they are looking for a job, and some of them need to try not only once, not only twice, but many times, and you know it creates definitely something that we call with unemployment. What do you think about this statement? I will start with Sohila. Yeah, Sohila. Yeah.
Actually, I think this is good. Actually, there is a lot of people said
Mhm. I think well that's okay. We can wait a little bit more, yeah, guys. Well, it's online meeting. Every technical problem is possible to happen. Um, right. Sohila, are you there? All right. If not, then I will move this you know question to Najwa. What do you think about this, Najwa?
For this statement, I totally agree with 100%. Like, because in Thailand, we have the same problem that
Mhm.
is the increasing number of new graduated made unemployment. One of the reason of unemployment that is employer want three things. The student that is first is English skills like communication, IT skills, and critical thinking. Like in Thai, I think like student in Thailand they don't like hold of this thing yet, and also unemployment made effect that is new graduated required to work less than their skills. Like a clear example for me that is a writer's career. I don't want to blame the writer's career. Like I don't want to say that a bad career because they can like find their own money. It's a good career, but for me that was the interesting information interest that is the bachelor degree. 20% of bachelor degrees was writer. Yeah, and I think this information can reflect how waste time for years in the university. Yeah, so the point of me that was not like I say, don't want to blame the writer's career. The point of me that is it's much better, it's nicer when we can use skills or potential like what we learn to work toward career. Yeah,
True,
there
true.
would be a good one and would be like in the future would be human capable, would we make like uh good
Uh,
good economic in the future. Yeah.
True, true, true. That's very also interesting because definitely, you will get a lot of like knowledge from school, and of course, it is whether or not believe or not, I think it's gonna be very useful when you, for example, you're a graduate, not only for your life but also in the way you help others, right? When you are living in a society. Agree with Najwa. That's a very good point. Adlina, what do you think about this?
I think with this statement, I think this is why you cannot take education very lightly. Because, for example, if you graduate from the same place with the same course with another person, but they have more skills and like higher grades, they would have a better opportunity from us in terms of getting jobs. And also some employer wants someone who has more skills, and there's also some employers who looks at your grades. But if you have both, then the possibility for you to be to get the job is higher than other people.
Right, right. True, true, true. But I think you also like brought the point, but I forgot really to highlight that it is very true. That it is very important for you now. If you're a student, I hope that everyone's or most of you who's watching or watching this Zoom or YouTube live are what we call it taking or paying attention to the quality of education very seriously starting from now. That's a very good point also, Adlina. We have a person raising a hand, a participant. I think Ricky, after I ask all of the speakers question, I think we'll go with your question. Yeah, Ricky, we'll be there soon. Wait a minute. Sima, what do you think about this? Yeah.
Yes, Parth.
Mhm.
Uh, I think many of graduates students are unemployed.
Mhm.
I would like to say that our government should be take strict action for it, because students have a good ideas, new skills, a new generation have a good ideas almost, but they have not good job opportunities. I think this is a major condition and major problems in all countries.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I can say, like to all countries, government to take good decision and good action for all students. That makes a good decision. That's all students in future present to make better by education, by job, by good skills.
True,
I
true.
think.
Yeah, that's a very good opinion. If I may add, I think the government also needs to pay attention to improve the quality of education. Of course, since if they have like a good quality of education, I think people can be accepted everywhere, not only in their country, in their host country. I mean, in their original country, but also in all of the countries
Yes,
around the world, right?
we know many students every year attempt the suicide without job, without
True.
earning point. So
Mhm,
this is
mhm.
a major problem.
Right.
So I think all students have a good thinker, good thinking. Government take action.
Agree. Thank you very much, Sima. I really want to know that's a very good also like information that you shared in this discussion. So Hila, what do you think about this question?
Okay, actually, as I said, when you have the same education like everyone else, so
Mhm.
it will make you feel like, oh, I have to be special. Why I'm
Right.
not special? So you will have to know more and you will learn more, and this will make you not to have like a good opportunity to work or something, but it will make you like have a lot of information and you'll be more educated and you will always search how can I be more great in
Mhm.
these materials. Actually, there is one thing a teacher told me, that you are like a dollar.
Oh.
Every person is like a dollar. So
Mhm.
if you increase your education, so this means that the dollar is raising up.
Increase, yeah,
But
the value.
if you're not learning, so this means the dollar is getting down, and this
Right.
means other countries will get you. So you will
Oh.
have to be like the dollar, maybe.
Well, that's a very very interesting thing to say, right? But I agree, that it increase the value of yourself as well. I think people will value you more if, for example, you are an educated, and it reflects on the way you speak, the way you behave in the middle of the society, right? Okay, thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. See, how what do you think about this?
Well, okay. First of all, thank you very much for Ms. Najwa for uplift about how the importance that we need to be serious while we are uh, in in the campus or in university or school, because uh, this is the place you train your skill and your potential. So then after you graduate, like getting something like unemployment, it's not a big deal for you, because your skill and your potential is, you already be more special than the other people after you graduate, because you really take a serious while you are studying. So then unemployment, it's not really a big deal again for you after you graduate. Thank you, Jose.
Oh, well said. Thank you very much, Siha. All right. I think I will move to the one of like the people who wanted to ask a question. Ricky Ramadan, right? Ricky Ramadan, do you want to ask your question now, or do you want to wait until this session? Ricky, go ahead.
Okay, okay, thank you
Yes.
so much for the time. So the increasing number of tertiary education graduates for another huge program. Okay. Uh, I get a example from this country in Indonesia. The the unemployment is because they don't have trust in their ability for jobs to take a part-time job. And we are seeing in Indonesia, it's difficult or we're rarely to see a student get a part-time job. It's different in the west area there. In the west area, where in the west there uh, the company menyediakan menyediakan
Ricky, are you there?
provide in the west there a company provide a job for students. So after graduating, a student can continue their
Mhm.
jobs to continue their life. And then not only that, if the student get like a good job, and then the company will be give him promotion to the highest position.
Right,
So,
right.
like, so the point is, if if we want to make reduce this unemployment, is just one. It's just all of the countries in the world is need to provide a part-time job for all the students.
Mhm.
So by that, I believe that students can be sharpen their ability. Okay, thank you
True,
so much.
true. Thank you very much, Ricky. That's also like a very good point from you. But I think it also like there are many big universities. Unfortunately, not for like a smaller universities. They provide like a an access for many their students to go for a good internship. In many good what we call it companies. But some of the universities also don't apply that. So probably that's a very good point where when you said that it is a very good suggestion for the governance or government for to all of the countries to think about this
Yeah,
plan. Yeah,
definitely.
that's a very good point, Ricky. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Right. We will probably go with one more question from the chat. Hello, everyone. This is from Jesse Ameida Bari. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse. Hello, everyone. Okay, I don't have to read that. What do you think if you meet people who say that success doesn't have to be with education, but effort and hard work? Because the proof is that people who are not educated are more successful. Wow, this is a good probably fact, coming from you, Jesse. I really want to ask also this question for you. Anyone wants to respond to the question? Anyone? I'll give a chance to anyone who's ready to answer this question. I think it's more or less the same, yeah, with the previous question asking that education is what we call it. Well, it can be can people who are not educated or doesn't taste or pursue education be a successful person. So Hila, go ahead.
Okay, actually, this was my dad's words.
Really?
He said,
Oh,
if
okay.
you are a hard worker, so you will get everything. Not the
Mhm.
smart one, not the successful one, not the one
Okay.
who's having a lot of money, but if you made a lot of effort, you will get it. But actually, I think no. This is in my opinion, this is a bullshit.
Okay.
Why? Why? Because actually, if you have money, you can buy success. If you if you are smart enough, so you can just use it anytime, and you can get everything that the hard working did in like a lot of years. So no, I think no. This is this is a very big fat lie.
All
So no.
right. Well, there you go, Jesse Almeida Bari. I hope that you got the answer from Jesse Almeida, yeah, from Sohila. All right. Anyone wants to respond also to this question before we go with our closing? Because someone actually put a sign that we have 10 more minutes. All right. Anyone wants to respond to this question? Our speakers today? No? All right. Sima, go ahead. Yeah.
But I think education is related to environmental situation and condition.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say more people are not educated, but they working very good. I think I like low level business. Like I would you like to say one student from biggest university from India. He is a good student and graduate, but now still he's selling tea chai. MBA chai wala.
Well, that's a very good,
So
information
he
also from
makes
you.
so
We got another question, everyone. Uh, right. So, hello, everyone. Usually, people who live in villages far from the capital city think that formal education is not that important. Okay. So, my question is, what
no
we can
education.
do. Hold on, Sima. I will finish the question first. Yeah. So, my
Okay, okay.
question is that what we can do to give the public an understanding of the importance of a formal education in a society. Okay, that's a very good question. I think I will Adlina, Najwa, or Siha, if for example you want to answer this question, I'll definitely give you this chance. Adlina, do you wanna Oh, you want to try to read and also see the question first, yeah? Go ahead. Or Najwa, probably, or Siha. Take your time. Take your time. I'll be here. Yes. Adlina, are you ready? I think you're ready to answer. Do you want to go? No? Okay. Najwa, what do you think about this? Riki, I will definitely give you a chance after this. Yeah, I think we have 10 more minutes. It's really hard actually to give a chance out of the others, the speakers today. No, not Siha. Do you want to go answering this question? You're still deeping into the question. Yeah, well, it's pretty simple. What can we do to give a public an understanding of the importance of formal education in a society? Because probably there are a lot of people now in the rural areas in the village who think that, well, education is not the most important thing in my life. I can work, I can work out, for example, every day to be strong, and also what we call it, working on a field or something like that. Yeah. See, how do you wanna go? Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, thank you very much for the question. I get a blank for a minute about the question. So, I think how do we convince the people in the village, for example, how important education is? Maybe we can start from we can give them an example. Like if you say that you think that education is not that important because you can work in the field of the other, then think about your child maybe if you still thinking in that way. So would you mind if your child be like you, like just work in the field? I believe that every parents wants the best for their kids. So maybe we can give that a simple understanding about how important education is. That's it.
Well, that's very well said also, Siha. Thank you very much. I agree. Parents is someone that we need to start an approach to, yeah. To talk about the importance of education, and they can share it to their children. Well, I think if anyone wants to give another opinion, Najwa or Adlina, I will definitely give you this chance. Do you want to? Not yet. All right. If it's not yet, then we will go to the last thing that we are going to do today. We are going to do our closing statement. I really want you to think of the topic that have talked today. We are talking about what is education for, and I want you to give 30 seconds closing statement. It's not going to be like very long, and I will start probably this closing statement with the person who's very ready, I think, over there, Sohila. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I was really happy to talk to you again. And actually, there is a lot of opinions I didn't know about. So, really, I'm thankful for every minute of this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's your closing statement. Thank you very much, Sahila. It's really also nice to have you here and give a lot of contributive information to us. Adlina, would you mind to go with your 30 seconds closing statement?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Well, first, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to be one of the speakers today. This is actually my first time doing something like this, so I was actually really nervous. As a closing statement, I just wanted to say that having education really gives you a lot of advantages in life, and you don't really have to get like very excellent results all the time. It's the knowledge itself that is what is really important.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome.
Everybody don't give up.
Sure. So everybody don't, give up to what they dream of. Yeah. Thank you very much, Adlina. Awesome. Thank you very much. Sima, would you mind to go with your 30 seconds closing statement?
Yes, but education is most important. That's why reason behind of जो जो अभी हो रहा है, oh sorry, हिंदी, my first attempt with you on this stage, so that is education for me.
Wow.
That is important.
Yeah, that is simple but deep, right? Thank you very much,
Yes.
Sima, for
Yes.
your closing statement. I will go next to Najwa.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Um, for me, closing for me, that is education is not guarantee. Like you are not success or not. Maybe you are, maybe not. Yeah, but one thing that I can say is education is the key, is the way, or is the guideline to your success. So let's keep fighting. Yeah, me too, me too. To
Mm,
find your own success. Yeah, thank
right.
you.
Of course, not only you, but all of us here. Yeah. Thank you, Najwa. Siha, I will give the closing statement to you. Go ahead.
Well, okay, I think about the importance of education. I think all of the speaker already mentioned it. So I just want to say that because life goes on and everything change every single year. So then maybe we need education because with the education you get big chance to change your life. So then why we need the education?
Right. Thank you very much. That's also a very good thing to say. Well, I think everyone has already given their closing statement. I'm going to read the last chat. Yeah, for from Adfish Takur again. In my opinion, if you are not educated, when it threats chances that you will be successful, but if you are educated, your mind is developed enough to find opportunities for yourself, while illiterate people find so much challenges for the same. True, I agree. I mean, it's the process of also like being mature. If, for example, you are in education. Agree completely with you. Okay, I will also remind to everyone who's participating to this talk. If, for example, you want to get a certificate from this event, we have the attendance link over there. For all of the speaker, of course, we prepare also a special certificate for you. I really hope that we can definitely meet in person and, talk, in a not in through online platform, but also in a real life. But again, thank you very much on behalf of EIN Kendari, State Institute, Islamic Institute of Kendari. I would like to say thank you very much for all of the speakers who are giving so much information and also knowledge for us today. And I hope that we can meet again in another event. Yeah, thank you very much for contributing in this very beautiful event.
Must
Um,
give Park
yes,
Park give more time
yes, I give more
discussion.
time. Sure. But
Very
I'm.
good. Feel very good.
Thank you. But I think our time is very limited, right? Do you still have time, guys? Oh, not yet. All right. Okay. Thanks a bunch for the speaker and the team for all of the gold statements that you guys had to share with us. Thank you very much. You are very welcome, Riki, Ramadan, Adam. Would you mind to say terima kasih in your own language now? Probably to just close this because we've already also like that done our Q&A session and our time is ended here. So I will start with uh Najwa, would you mind to say thank you in your language or in any language that you
Thank
know?
you in my language that is ขอบคุณ ค่ะ.
ขอบคุณค่ะ yeah? ขอบคุณค่ะ Najwa.
For male that is ขอบคุณ ครับ, and
ขอบ
for
ขอบคุณครับ
women is ขอบคุณ ค่ะ. Yeah.
ขอบคุณครับ Najwa.
ขอบคุณ
So Hila, would you mind also to say something in your language? Maybe thank you or other.
بتمنى لكم يوم سعيد.
That's very long.
Itu, yeah, this is the meaning of I wish you a very happy evening.
How do you say it again?
بتمنى لكم
Batmanalkum
يوم
Yum
سعيد.
Said. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Shukran. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, I'll go with Adlina. Adlina, are you there? Say something in your language. Well, I'm sure that we were one of Indonesia and also Malaysia has like a very similar, but maybe like something different. That probably also new for us.
Oh, sorry, I had like something going on just now. Well, I think, well, in my language, it's pretty similar
Yeah, pretty
with
similar, right? Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Adlina, for also like participating in this event. Yeah. Sima, go ahead.
Yes, Park. Namaste, international friends.
Namaste, Sima. All right, and yeah.
मेरी language, my language is Hindi.
Yeah, we got it.
Hindi.
Yeah.
Can I say something Hindi?
Sure. It's your time is yours.
नमस्ते सभी मेरे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय दोस्तों को और आप सबसे मिलके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Namaste. Okay, thank you very much.
आप सभी इनवाइट है हमारे इंडिया के अंदर. जब भी आना चाहें आ सकते हैं.
Oh, that's very beautiful to hear. Yeah. All right, thank you very much, Sima. Namaste. Siti Hayatun, go ahead. Say something in Bahasa Indonesia.
Well, what I can say, I think we already know how to say that. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih,
Okay, terima
Siti
kasih
Hayatun.
semua.
And terima kasih also for everyone who's contributing, asking question, and also commenting on our Zoom meeting and also YouTube live. And we are going to meet again in the last episode of International Students Talk next week. Yeah, we are going to meet again in our what we call it last International Student Talk, not next week, but next month. I mean in June, with different speakers and also, of course, like different moderator. But I wish you a very good luck for all of you, all the speakers. Thank you very much again on behalf of State Institute Islamic Institute of Kendari. Yeah, and I'll see you again. But before that, we are going to have photo session first. Can someone help me with the taking picture? All right. Okay, let's go with the first. We have 4 slides in here. We are going with the first slide. First, if you want to turn on your, I'm not ready with this. The camera, go ahead. Yes, you can turn on, all of you can turn on the camera so then we can have a very beautiful picture. All right, let's go. One, not yet. Everyone is still turning on their camera. Okay. All right, ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Let's move to the second slide. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
पार्क
3.
आप क्या कर रहे हो?
Okay. Yeah, you also like taking. All right, next one. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Okay, maybe with all of the speakers, can you pin all of the speakers all together? I need to fix also my hair. Go ahead. Okay. My friend is pinning you first of all, and all of us 5 of the speakers can, what we call it, take a picture together. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you in the next EAN International Students Talk, and I wish you all the best for all of your future efforts, yeah, and endeavor. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and also good evening.
terima kasih.
Sama-sama. Terima kasih.
Bye,
I'll contact you ya in our group for the next information. Sampai jumpa semuanya. Make sure you feel